This is an ongoing series that's really going to be highlighting great people doing innovative and great things in this country. You know, we hear so much bad news that we wanted to celebrate solutions. Our first night, we're profiling a woman from Kalamazoo, Michigan, the superintendent of schools there, who came up with a concept called America's Promise. She spent 5 years schmoozing with people and talking to wealthy people in Kalamazoo. Who knows who they are? They're anonymous, completely anonymous. We don't even know how many there are. But they contribute $12 million every year, which allows every kid in Kalamazoo to go to college. They get a free ride. They have to maintain a C average, and they have to attend the school for a period of time. And it's been incredibly inspiring and has had a real ripple effect. First of all, it's motivated the students in a way that they've never been motivated before. Secondly, it's brought a lot of new families to Kalamazoo, which is a depressed city, which underwent a lot of economic bad times. And the hope is in the future, these kids, after they're educated, will want to come back and, as one student told me, return the favor. We're also focusing on a doctor who's a trained pediatrician, but he's made it his life's mission to eradicate unnecessary injuries that happen, of all places, in the hospital. You know, many people, thousands of people every year die as a result of their care, not their illnesses or disease in a hospital setting, because of injuries, because of people not being consistent with medication, because of infections. And a lot of these things are preventable. So he is working with hospitals to try to save millions of lives every year, and with some simple solutions. So that's another one of our American Spirit segments. We're also focusing on a woman who was a vice president at Goldman Sachs, and when she had her children, felt very alienated. It was really before the internet had reached critical mass. And she started a mentoring program called 85 Broads, which is not a pejorative term. It's based on 85 Broad Street, where Goldman Sachs is located. And she has now reached out to some 70,000 women who are all helping each other with career issues. They may be in business school, they may be in high school, but they're trying to help each other collectively do well in a work environment. And it's really to dispel the notion that women are their own worst enemies, as my father has said to me in the past, which I don't believe is true either. So we're profiling her. We're also taking a look at a man named Jim Simons, who made a gazillion dollars on a hedge fund. He's a brilliant physicist and mathematician. I mean, he was figuring out a math problem. I had no idea what, I couldn't figure out. It had like sigmas and capital deltas. I was like, what the heck? I could just remember sigma nu from my college days. But boy, he is brilliant. And he has focused his efforts on recruiting and retaining math teachers, because he says America is not going to be globally competitive unless there are more hard science teachers, you know, math and science and physics and biology and chemistry and all those subjects that I was terrible in high school. And he's hoping that federal legislation will enact programs similar to this in cities all over the country. There aren't many people who decide they're going to, you know, carpe diem and take matters into their own hands and actually do something about it. So we're celebrating and highlighting these people, these very deserving people, and hopefully it'll inspire others to take a problem and try to solve it.